Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas history roundup for April 10th. In 1722, the original mission Nuestra Señora del Espíritu Santo de Zúñiga was established on Garcitas Creek near Matagorda Bay, close to the Nuestra Señora de Loretta Presidio, which had been founded a year earlier on the ruins of Fort St. Louis. The mission was relocated twice, and the last time to its final site across the San Antonio River from Presidio La Bahia. Espíritu Santo was secularized in February 1830, one of the last three missions in Texas to do so. In 1836, on or about this day, General Sam Houston deduced from scouting reports the three-pronged Mexican offensive, as well as the approximate strengths and positions of their three divisions. He was aware that General Joaquin Ramirez y Sesma commanded the Central Force and assumed that General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna was in overall field command, but in fact Santa Anna was leading a force in advance of Sesma's troops. In 1937, Lyndon B. Johnson was first elected to the U.S. Congress. Unfortunately, prior to this, he had served as Secretary for U.S. Representative Richard M. Kleberg and the Director of the National Youth Administration for Texas. In 1960, Wesley Bradshaw passed away in Athens, where he was born in 1897. As a quarterback at Baylor University, Bradshaw had a 16-6 record and kicked 11 field goals in 1922, a record that stood for 41 years. He played a few years of professional football during the early days of the NFL, and he later coached at Polytechnic High School in Fort Worth and Wichita Baptist College in Arkansas. He's an inductee of the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. In 1979, tornadoes spawned by a massive storm system in North Texas caused 54 deaths, injured 1,807 people, and caused $42 million in property damage. The first tornado ripped through Vernon and Wilbarger County, killing 11 and injuring 60, and destroying or damaging several hundred homes. This tornado, with a continuous ground track of almost 60 miles, also struck the village of Harold. In the evening, a massive tornado tore up a 1.5-mile-wide, 8-mile-long residential section of Wichita Falls, where 42 people died and 3,000 homes were demolished, and another 600 were badly damaged. The destruction ended in Clay County, where there were 40 injuries and extensive property damage. And in 2010, Texas Stadium, which had opened in Irving on October 24, 1971, was imploded. The Dallas Cowboys' new Super Stadium in Arlington officially opened on May 27, 2010. I've watched a lot of cool games that were played in Texas Stadium. Not necessarily in person, but on TV. Watching some amazing teams go through there. That was a sad time. All right, well, my friend, that was your Texas History Roundup for April 10th. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll catch you back here tomorrow on the next one. You take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.